Hi guys. Earlier on I have a video that I guess a lot of people were so pissed, you know, the one that I talk about depreciation, blah blah, about why don't you complain about your shoes depreciation and all that. And there are a lot of comments who come in and say that, hey Bobby, are you stupid? Look at shoes, that is so cheap. We don't mind if it's worth nothing, but cars are so expensive. Bro, that's not the way to argue, bro. What if I bought a 2,000 ringgit car versus a 2,000 ringgit shoe? Can I say that I don't mind my car depreciating by then? If I'm someone who always argues about depreciating, that's not how you argue things. You don't take the quantum of the value of the thing and say that, hey, this one is cheaper, that one is more expensive, that's why we argue that. We're talking about the schematics of things here, right? I'm saying that we should value cars like how we value many of our other things. Like our shoes, for that instance. We know that we buy our pair of shoes is not to keep its value but to wear it, right? We know the value that we paid for was given back to us in the form of wearing it, stepping it on shit, protecting our feet. That's why we pay for it. Same goes to a car. We pay for it because there's a value of us driving it around, sheltering us from the rain, right? And if you think it's fair to order Uber Black and you pay more because it's a more luxurious car, then why do you complain about buying a car like a Mercedes-Benz over a Camry or a Camry over a whatever? Because you pay more, because you want to be slightly more comfortable, you want something more exclusive. That's why you pay for it, right? And for those accountants who I piss off, saying that, how can you say it's not a liability? Oh, it's a liability. The schools taught us that. Bobby, did you go to school? I'm an accountant, I study accountant. Sorry for making that impression. I got friends who are accountants as well, but fuck you, fuck you. Anyway, now the thing is this. They say that Bobby is saying it's not a liability. How can it be? Did he look at the books? The books say it's a liability. I don't care, man. I don't study, man. Okay, logic. Okay, now this whole accounting thing came from an era whereby cars are not a necessity. Okay, but they are expensive. So the banks was like, maybe we can bankroll you, and then we charge an interest, right? And then you are still paying for your interest, but your car's value depreciate, and you are still paying for the same initial amount. And then you look at it, you look at the whole thing as a end sum, whereby, oh, I'm losing, it's a liability. But what about using it? Our cars, like our shoes, like our internet access, our mobile phones, these are somewhat basic necessities now in the modern world. Personal transportation it's almost like a basic necessity now. It is something that we use, like it or not. Everybody needs a car to move us around. That's what it is. That's the proposition of what it is. Okay. And sorry, I'm trying to. So many people from the innermost lane turning right. Anyway, where was I arguing? Liability. Well, I was saying that if all you care for is how much you pay out in total and how much you got back when you cancelled it or you stopped using it, then there are a lot of things that are worse when it comes to owning it. If you put aside using it, right? Because you're not talking about using the car, you're just saying that, oh, I buy a car, I lost money, it's a fucking liability. Everybody taught me that. Well, guess what? I've been paying Maxis for 20 years. If I put aside the usage of my line, right? I bought this number and it's been with me for 20 years. I haven't stopped paying for it. How much I've paid? Wow. Right? Like it or not, if I don't use my phone, I still gotta pay Maxis. Now, what if I put my phone subscription in the same way as how cars, the economic of cars work? Okay? Why don't I put it this way? Imagine this. Maxis requires you to pay your phone bills one lump sum for 10 years. So for mine, every month I pay about 200 ringgit, every year 2004. 10 years will be 24,000. If they factor in, okay, let's not talk about inflation, huh? 24,000. So to open this line, sir, Mr. Bobby, you will have to pay us 24,000. How the fuck I come up with that money, right? Aha, the banks. And then Maybank say, we have this new facility now. Okay, it's called higher subscription. We pay that 24,000 for you, and then you pay us back every month. Sounds like buying a car? It does, right? Now, if phone lines were like this, after 10 years, Maxis, I'm done with you. Fuck you. Take your number back. What's the depreciation value? What's the retention value? Nothing. Nothing, right? And then you can accept it. So by then, is your number a liability? A number that allows people to call you, that allows you to call somebody else, is that a liability? It allows you to function, it makes money for you because you pick up the phone call of your clients, or you drive your car to meet your client. Is that still a liability? Your car helps you make money for your home, the home that you are living in now. You know, the one that you shit this morning, the one where you will have sexy time tonight. Your home. And then let me tell you what, if you're talking about liability, right? If you just on ownership wise, then your home is a liability because it doesn't help you do anything aside from sheltering you. So there is an end to everything if you were to argue it from a monetary perspective. Okay? So that's why I keep telling everybody, don't every day just scream depreciation and all that. If not, all of you would have bought a Honda Civic. That's it. Nothing else. Just a Honda Civic. Be it a used one or a new one. The best retention value. But I don't see a lot of cars of Honda Civic out there. There's a Hyundai Elantra in front of me. Right. So don't just complain about depreciation on cars, because it's an unfair method coined by the old way of seeing cars as equivalent to a table at home. Oh, I want to buy that table, but it's very expensive. It's made of marble from Italy. Never mind, I'll borrow money to buy it and then I'll slowly pay it back. Then that fucking thing is a liability because it serves no purpose. But a car is not a freaking table, okay? It has its usage. It's you using it that brings out the value of it. And another example, you all know GoCar? GoCar is G-O-C-A-R, GoCar. There's an app you can download. They put cars all over Klang Valley. And then when you see their cars, you just go to the app, unlock the car, and then you go in, you drive. 1 hour, 14 ringgit. Is it expensive? It's not. Everybody that I spoke to, they all say, hey, it's damn cheap. 14 ringgit an hour. What about a whole day? An entire day is only 99 ringgit. It's damn cheap. If you don't own a car, you want to impress a girl, 99 ringgit is all it takes. You got an Almera, right? Now, when everyone answer me that, hey, that's cheap, 99, that's cheap, 14, they look at it from the value proposition of using it and not owning it. Why is it that on a rental car, you see its value of using it, but not on a car you bought yourself with your hard-earned money? Give yourself a pat on your back, right? Can you imagine renting a Go-Car for an entire month? It's 3,000 ringgit a month. You can buy a freaking BMW 3 Series. So is a BMW 3 Series expensive then? If it is 99 ringgit a day and you don't get a single cent back when you sell it, shouldn't it be cheap? Now, the other way around. you get money back from your BMW that you bought. See, cars is the best thing because its value lies in its usage, the usability of it. But yet it is something that after we spend money on, the value doesn't gone. It doesn't. There is a value to it slowly. And for those of you who would still like to argue that cars are a liability, let me tell you, your accounting is gonna get fucked up in the next 5 to 10 years. You know why? Because Volvo just launched the XC40 in US and Europe, and it follows a telco plan. Brilliant. A subscription plan. So you go to Volvo, I would like to subscribe for an XC40, just like you subscribe for a line. Oh, how many gigabytes would you like, sir? Right? Would you like a Samsung S8 to go with it? Or would you like a Samsung J5 to go with it? Or some Ching Chang Chong N2Z Vivo, whatever. Okay, I don't know lah. And then your value per month that you pay is affected by what kind of package you take, right? Same goes the car. Would you like a T4, T5, T6? Or would you like leather, fabric, what color you want? Did you want Apple CarPlay or Android Auto? All this you pay in your monthly subscription. And then you don't have to worry about servicing. You don't have to worry about fixing the car, the warranty, nothing. You don't have to worry about any of these things. You just use the car, it's yours, you park it at home, you pay every month just like your Maxis. Satisfied? What is the depreciation value? What is the value, the retention value of the monthly that you pay? It's about $600 in US every month. And you walk in, you sign a subscription. It's between you and Volvo, and you're done. I tell you what, in the next 5 to 10 years, the entire world will be going into this direction. That means the bankers might not at all play a role in this anymore. It's just how car makers convert their business structure, their business model. It's how they convert it to something that is like what telco does. You see, the telco doesn't sell you the line for 10, 20 years outright. It's every month. You set aside a monthly payment, a monthly income, a part of your monthly income for your mobility. You set aside a part of your monthly income for your connectivity. Right? So when you look at it that way, you will realize that, wow, actually cars are damn awesome. I pay X amount every month. Say for example, you buy a BMW now, 5-year free service, 5-year warranty. So throughout that 5 year, the monthly payment that you're paying to get a car covers everything, almost like a subscription plan. But on top of that, you get a value retention. I've said it many times that if you buy a Honda Civic at 130,000, right? Everybody complains that Malaysia car prices are expensive, right? You buy it at 130,000, but then 5 years later, you sell it at 90,000. Do you know how much is your Honda Civic? It's only 40,000. It is only 40,000 to use a Honda Civic for 5 years. How cheap is that? That is affordable, isn't it? Because Malaysia used to have a crazy high resale value for cars compared to other markets. Crazy. Our resale value is crazy high. So, but of course now the market sentiments are not that good anymore, so used car values would have suffered quite a lot more than a few years ago. But still, I think I'm gonna get even more people attacking me today after this. But that's what it is, okay? Maybe your accounting school haven't teach you yet because they do not understand the value proposition of cars. Yeah, I didn't study. I always ponteng one. I don't know anything about book logic, but that's just my argument. That's why I can't get a proper job. Cheers, guys.